Hey, I'm like really sensitive. Do you maybe want to go out sometime? No, that's weird. That's weird. You're really weird. You're creeping me out. Please just stay away from me. Hey, baby, can you give me your number? Hey, whoa! Hey, stay away from me. No. You're oppressing me. You're oppressing me. Your presence is oppressing me. I need you to stay away from me. Just please stay away from me. Hey, does anybody want to have sex tonight? No! No! That's disgusting. And wrong. And a sin. You know, children exist. Hello, children. You're gonna talk to me about having sex when children exist. You fucking freak. Sinner! You're... I guess I'm making an incel core video. I'm not an incel. Wish I was. But no, not really. But I was accused recently of being a fake cell, and my response to that was I never claimed to be an incel. I just appreciate their artwork. Think about what the story of American Psycho is, and that book was written at the beginning of the 90s. So just think about that for a second. I promise that ties in. I don't want to go too deep into the weeds here, but just it ties together. It's like the narrative of isolation. I know that's a lot about like male isolation, but there's just human isolation in general is bigger than the pandemic. It is the loss of teeth, and what the loss of teeth represents is a loss of control. When you lose your teeth in a dream, and it's like people say he has no bite. He has no bite. You know, it's like he has no balls, but it's a better thing to say because he has no control. It's like it's more precise. He has no control because he has no teeth. But this is men and women. It's talking about more society, more about the whole big picture. I care about this more than I care about 90% of politics, because I used to think, what does everybody think? Oh, the corporations are doing it. The corporations. Oh, the big money and the donors and the lobbyists with their money. They're doing this. Yeah, no shit. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows. Literally everybody and their fucking grandma knows at this point that corporations are evil and that people with money are making life shitty for the entire planet and making things unsustainable. But the reason that nobody can do anything is because there's what I would call a void worm in the collective conscious. That void worm is social isolation. It's like you go up to people and you are too many people know too much. Too many people are so socially adept that they are inept. The better way of saying that is that they have too much social literacy. They're too social, they're over socialized. You see this in more so people who are like academics and people who are in the upper class or upper middle class. People who are educated are typically completely over-socialized, but more than that, people who use the internet, which is increasingly so many people, this is why it's such a fucking void. It's the void worm parasite in the collective conscious, especially people who are over-socialized, is that they are anti-vibe. They are thinking too much about risk management instead of living. We, as humans, have evolved to either be like flashbang, yeah, fuck everybody, and then you know, have sex and reproduce as fast as possible and then die, or risk management type of people, or to be risk management sort of very calculated, slow tortoise people. Those are the two evolutionary strategies for humans, as far as I see it. And too many people are in the West are becoming cannibalized by their own risk management computations in their mind, and that's the void worm. That's the void worm current that's been flowing through. It's always pointed toward men, and women definitely have a lot more control of this. But it's a collective problem, because the collective is nature living itself. The collective is the best expression of God, the best expression of nature. So it really is something that's shared. I don't want it to be so much of a incel jerk-off party. It's society having a stroke. Okay, so you want to get something done. You want to create a better government. You want to organize people. What's going to happen? You have to actually do it. So many people are like, well, here's my ideals of how I would create my perfect movement to create my perfect society. And rule number one is everybody has to fucking do it the right way that I would think about it, and no, we can't have any problematic people. People are just naturally like fucking like, oh, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this thing? It's something that you have to be sensitive, like, you have to be next level sensitive, like sensitive to the point where somebody could be as literally like blowing their body fluids all over you, and you have to be like monk levels of okay with people splooging on you. That's what reality is now. And you're like, well, that's misogynistic, all right? Okay, that's not very appropriate, you know. But you better get used to it, or you either, you know, get used to getting bukkakied or live your life a slave. That is the new axiom. Get used to being a little slut for the collective. You're gonna be a little slut for the collective. That's you. That's you. Because the alternative is worse. Oh no, somebody just blew a load on me. That's humiliating, and they're evil, and I need to hate. I hate them. I hate them for that. No. The ball is in your court. You have all the power then. They're looking at you, they're like, oh, what's this person gonna do? You don't have to be a pushover, but you don't have to be somebody who crucifies this person either. You can say, hey, I've just downloaded your cum into my skin. Now, we're gonna take over the world. That interaction, more or less, is what you're going for here. You know, you're gonna try to start a social movement. Who's gonna walk through the door? A Trump supporter. Oh no, this guy sucks, and he has bad opinions that are oppressive and wrong and against gay people and black people. What do we do about that? Put something in his ass. Oh no, a Trump supporter has entered the building. What are we gonna do? Put something in his ass and milk him. What are Trump supporters? What are they? They don't support Donald Trump, clearly. They don't know Donald Trump. Little bro, he doesn't know you. That's what you say to Trump supporters. Little bro, this guy doesn't know you. What the fuck are you talking about? This is what Trump supporters actually are. They're just like, oh, yeehaw, I need attention. I'm a little slut who needs attention, yeehaw. They talk like cowboys. That's what Trump supporters are. They just need attention because they're sluts. And just like you, and just like me. And so we're gonna break the conditioning and put things in their assholes for their benefit. And it's not sexual harassment. Get used to being a little slut for the collective. You're gonna be a little slut for the collective. That's you. That's you. Because the alternative is worse. The alternative being the death of nature as a conscious organism because of the enslavement of its best nodes for consciousness being the human minds. The enslavement of those minds is the death of the planet's consciousness. And it's the death of the planet, most likely, as a living organism as well. So, I've got a couple suggestions, and I got some homework. First of all, the two takeaways should be that before we can even talk about politics, anything that you fucking care about, before we can talk about any of that, we gotta address the isolation issue. And so the two suggestions, the two things to take away are: start having sex and don't be fat. Don't be fat. And I know that that sounds like kind of a lot to ask for if you're fat, but the thing is, it's not about just not being fat. Like, I have body fat. Just become less fat chemically in the present moment. And point number 2, have sex.
Have sex.
Sex, I mean more like a vibe. I don't know if I said this. This might be. This is like the real thing with the incel thing. I don't care about people actually, putting their meat in a hole or having their holes filled with meat. What I'm really talking about is a vibe. Is that the lack of sex is more like a symptom of something bigger, that is the vibe conduits being blockaded by reptiles. And we gotta stop that. So have sex by becoming a vibration around people. And the homework ties into this. The homework will tie into this. Your homework is as follows. I want you to go, and sometime in the next week, essentially I'm telling you to go to a bar street that you never want to come back to, or that you never have to come back to, at least for a little while, and just talk to somebody and kiss them without their permission. I want to repeat that. I want you to go and I want you to find somebody and kiss them without their permission. And if it's like bad, apologize and then run away. Just run. If it's good, then just roll. Then it's up to you. Then it's up to you. But I want you to document this experience. I want you to journal and write about it and consider that. I know it seems like sexual harassment or something. It seems like some kind of harassment. I promise you, apologize, you're fine. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong. You're not gonna get canceled. You're not good enough to be canceled. You're better than that. You're too good to be canceled. That's what I meant to say. So, kiss somebody without their permission. That's my official instructions to you.